Hello my fellow Christian fiction lovers, welcome to another video. This is a different place, I know. I just have sat you on my butt because I didn't want to pull my tripod out because today I am going book shopping and I'm gonna take you with me. I'm so excited. I have not gone proper book shopping in a long time, like definitely over a year, probably closer to 2 years, and I'm just so excited about it. I have a I have a big tote bag full of books that I am donating, and then cute little bookshop like 30 minutes away from where I live. We're just gonna go there. By we, I mean my sister and myself. She also likes thrifting books, but yeah, so I'll be donating there and then buying there, and I am just so excited. I have, where's my list? Okay. I have a summer TBR list. There's a lot of books on it just because they might not have the exact books I want, so I want to have options. It's not necessarily going to be looking for specific books. I mean, I will be looking for some specifics, but if they don't have that, then I'll move on. I have some authors that I want to buy, and yeah, I'm so excited about it. I've been literally looking forward to this all week. So I'm going to take you along. I'm not going to take my whole big camera, so I'll probably get some clips on my phone. And yeah, we'll just see how it goes. But if the quality switches up, that's why, or audio or whatnot. I haven't ever really recorded on my phone, so we'll see. We'll see what it looks like. But yeah, I'm so excited about it. Okay. Guys, this is like the one book I came here for, and they have one copy left. I'm so happy about that. Okay folks, we are back from the bookstore. I had so much fun. It was just a really fun experience. They have the specific bookstore I went to, they have a whole back room that is like basically full of Christian fiction. And so I spent most of my time there. I did have a couple of non-Christian fiction books I wanted to look at, but I'm gonna give you a little haul. I'm kind of gonna tell you my order of importance because there are some of them that I really do want to read this summer. If I have to take some of them back to school with me next year, that's fine. But I had to pass up on some really good ones just because I don't have all the money in the world, unfortunately. But yeah, I passed up on this one by Misu Andrews that I honestly might add to my TBR for a later time just because it looks so good. It was about the wife of Job, and I personally really enjoyed the story of Job. It comforted me during a really difficult time in my family's life because I just was studying it during that time, and so I saw it and I was like, oh, I really want to read it. But I found some others that I already had on my TBR, or they were like kind of on my list that I was looking for, so I was like, well, I should probably get those instead. Anyway, let's get into the ones I actually got. I have my little tote here, and I will go ahead and fill you in. So first I got Pearl in the Sand by Tessa Afshar, and this is a book that has been on my radar for actually a couple of years. It's the story of Rahab, and I have a couple other books by Tessa Afshar that I quite enjoy. This is a very beat up copy, not gonna lie. I think it had some water damage to it, but the story inside is still intact. That's all that matters. So, and I haven't read a biblical fiction in quite a while, so I'm really looking forward to it. And yeah, Tessa Afshar is a great author. Okay, next I got 1984 by George Orwell because I made a deal with a friend of mine that if they read Pride and Prejudice over the summer, I would read 1984 because, well, Pride and Prejudice isn't my favorite classic, but that was just one of the classics they had on hand that they hadn't read, and this is their favorite classic. And I was like, okay, well, if you read Pride and Prejudice, I'll read 1984. So I'm doing that. And honestly, like, I wanted to read it. It's just I don't know, it's never been a super big priority, but now it is. So that definitely has to be read this summer. Then I got Child of the River by Irma Joubert. I read The Girl from the Train by Irma Joubert last summer or last year. I think it was about a year ago, and I so loved that book. It was just so sweet, and I wasn't sure if I was ever going to find anything else by Irma Joubert again, just because like her work isn't originally in English, it's all been translated. So I was really thrilled to see this there. And there's another book, not necessarily the sequel, but it has some of the characters from this book in it, so if I like this one, then I can get the next one. But anyway, have that one. And I don't remember what it's about, but that's very typical for me. Then I got The Glass Castle by Jeannette. This is nonfiction, and I watched the movie based off of this book. She writes about her family's very dysfunctional life before she moved out, and then how she's able to kind of reconcile that, and then about her father's death. At least that was what the movie was about. I'm pretty sure the book is very similar, but the movie had me in tears by the end of it, and I, as a psychology major, just looking at family function and Jeanette's feelings towards it all and how she was able to cope with it really intrigued me. And then the actual like humanity behind the story just really touched my heart. And so when I saw that it was based off of a book, I was like, I need to buy the book and I've got to read it. So probably will start reading this like today or tomorrow. But yeah. Okay, then I got House Rules by Jody Picoult. My grandmother recommended this book to me a while ago, a year ago, and I put it on my want to read list on Goodreads, and I honestly kind of forgotten about it, but then I was like writing down a list of potential things that I could look for at the thrift store, and I remembered this book, or I remember Jodi Picoult because I've heard a couple of people talk about her, and I was like, I'm going to try and get one of her books. And then I saw they had this one specifically, and I was like, I'm going to read it and then be able to talk to my grandmother about it. So I'm looking forward to reading it. I know it has to do with a family who, one of the sons in the family has Asperger's syndrome, which I am not overly familiar with. I'm actually very unfamiliar with it. So I'm hoping to learn more about it and yeah, just have my eyes opened to a completely different type of character that I've ever read before. Alright, and then finally I got The Book of Lost Friends by Lisa Wingate. I have wanted to read this book for a really long time. The whole premise intrigues me so much. It's about 3 young women. One is a freed slave, the other is a pampered heir, and the other is the heir's half-sister. I'm reacquainting myself with it as I read the back, but it just looks so good, and I have just really been wanting to read it. So I saw it and I was like, I am gonna get it. And I think the cover is also so pretty. Okay, so yeah, these are the 6 books that I got at the thrift store. Not thrift store, secondhand store, used bookstore, yeah, I guess thrift store. I am very excited to dive into all of these. I think I should be able to get through them all over the summer, but if not, oh well. I also have the newest Connell & Cosette book coming out, or I pre-ordered it, so it's coming to me in July, I believe. And then I also have these 2 books that have been sitting on my shelf. One is A Name Unknown by Rosanna M. White. And the only reason I haven't started it is that I have read so many wartime novels recently that my head is kind of spinning and I'm getting the stories mixed up. So this is, I believe, a World War I story, and I was just like, I need a break. So that's why I haven't started that, but it is kind of on my summer TBR. And then this book, which is very popular, Hind's Feet in High Places. I honestly forgot I had this book, and then I just saw it last night and I was like, oh yeah, I have that one. I know this is an allegory of some sort. Yes, it is a beautiful allegory dramatizing the yearning of God's children to be led to new heights of love, joy, and victory. And as a Pilgrim's Progress lover, I was like, allegory, sign me up. So anyway, I have those to keep me busy, but yeah, let me know which ones you want to see videos on, what you're looking forward to, all those types of things. But thank you for coming book shopping with me. I had a really fun time, and who knows, maybe I'll do it again before I go back to school and get some to read over my sophomore year. But I also might not get through all of these, so no promises. But thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, don't forget to give it a like, and if you want to see more content like this, go ahead and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Until then, bye!